Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. So it has been made official, and I'll put links to in the description box to articles so you can check this out. But Karmelo Anthony, the alleged murderer of Austin Metcalf, it's been announced that he will be charged as an adult. Now, he's already been charged with first-degree murder, but it's now made official that he will be charged as an adult, which means under Texas law, if he's convicted, he can serve, or he will be eligible for parole after 40 years. So because he's a minor, they can't give him life without parole. They have to, it has to be available to him after 40 years. And the Supreme Court ruled that you cannot charge a minor, or you can't seek the death penalty for a minor in a murder case. So even if the district attorney in Texas, in Dallas, wanted to seek the death penalty, couldn't. Supreme Court ruled against it. So he will be charged as an adult for the murder of Austin Metcalf. And I think that's right. I said before in a previous video, he doesn't fit the normal thugged out YN type of person that we normally see committing these senseless, stupid acts. I think that there is a chance for him to make some kind of life for himself. And more importantly, I think the parents of Austin Metcalf wouldn't want him to spend the rest of his life in jail and would want him to have a chance to create some kind of life after prison. So if that's the way they feel and it's their son who was murdered, then who are we to feel otherwise? And I base that on seeing how forgiving Austin Metcalf's family has been, being his father, being the spokesperson for the family. He forgave him immediately. He showed up to the press conference, I'm sure, to extend some type of olive branch, but you have that woke, dumb, fake, ignorant dumbass who is the head of the something national network who's representing the Anthony family and obviously pulled the cord at like 8th grade. There's no way that dude graduated high school. But Austin Metcalf is being charged as an adult. I think it's right. I think with charging him with first-degree murder, that shows intent, because that means it wasn't an accident. The grand jury could lessen the charges, but I think first-degree murder is right because you did go there with the intent to harm, at least, because you came there with a knife. And then as far as the act goes, you stabbed that boy in his heart. You don't need a white lab coat and a bunch of acronyms behind your name to understand that if you stab somebody on the left side of their chest, that's where their heart is. And if you stab them in the heart, you can kill them. That's how people have been hunting for thousands, tens of thousands of years. You aim for the animal's head or the heart. If you're trying to kill somebody, you aim for the head or the heart. Those are called vital organs. So you had the intent to murder this boy. You wanted to kill him because you stabbed him in the chest. Maybe if he stabbed him in the side or stabbed him in the stomach, maybe you can argue he didn't want to kill him. He was trying to protect himself. This self-defense bullshit claim that you people hear, that may have a little more validity to it if that were the case, but it's not. He stabbed that boy dead in his chest, hit him in the heart, and killed him. Now, again, I don't believe that he's this thugged out jackass that you normally see pulling off shit like this, even though this was colossally stupid. I think his pride got involved. I think he was embarrassed and took it to the extreme. Hell yeah, stabbing somebody for embarrassing you is fucking stupid. And I think that's what happened. But before we continue, let's handle some business, shall we? So I want to talk to you real quick about Patriot Protect. Walmart just got in a little dust up, some legal trouble for selling its customers' identity to the highest bidder on the internet. So there's no benevolent business out there who's going to watch out for you. And I wouldn't sell your information. Yes, they would. Yes, they will. And yes, they do. And we're not talking about just you taking selfies or the pictures, the photo dump that you have from the road trip this weekend. No, I'm talking real information, your name, past phone numbers, past addresses, family numbers, names, and addresses. Yes, it gets serious. So you need somebody to protect your identity and wipe you clean from the internet so your information can't be pirated and stolen or sold off to the highest bidder. That is where Patriot Protect comes in. And they check your name on over 100 sites to make sure that all of your information is gone. And here's the best part, aside from the fact that it's based in America and so is their call center, so you'll be able to understand whoever you talk to. But there's also maintenance. They don't, when you clear it's summertime, so you're clearing the brush away from your house to avoid fires. Well, you just don't clear it out once and forget about it. You have to maintain it when it starts to grow back. That's what Patriot Protect does. They are standing between you and the flames of the internet, the dark side of the internet, where your identity is stolen and can be used to do a bunch of different things to ruin your credit, your reputation. So you need to get in touch with patriotprotect.com/Jericho. That is patriotprotect.com/Jericho. And if you put in the promo code Jericho, all caps, it'll save you 15% on your yearly subscription, patriotprotect.com. Now, Karmelo Anthony being officially tried as an adult. I like it. I think it's the right thing to do. Could you imagine if this happened in California or something like that? They would probably never would have arrested him, would have met him at his house with a red carpet and palm leaves throwing cold grapes in his mouth, because God forbid a criminal is punished. But I think he should be tried as an adult, and it should be first-degree murder. You need to do the time. There is no amount of time that you could possibly do to balance the scales, but the price needs to be paid, because no matter how old he is, if and when he gets out of prison, it will be a hell of a lot older than Austin Metcalf is, because his life was paused at 17. So what do you think about Karmelo Anthony being tried as an adult, him potentially doing 40 years at least, him having basically, even if he gets out at 57 years old, that's young. You still have a hell of a lot of life in front of you. Meet me in the comments. Talk to me, Goose. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.